Good morning children, welcome back once again. In this lesson we had learnt about the water in previous class. Now today we are going to read about the journey of water, that we can say also water cycle. So here you can see the picture of water cycle. This picture you can draw in your notebook, my dear children. And let us see the journey of water. We use the same water again and again. The heat of the sun changes the water of ponds, lakes, river and ocean into water vapor or steam. So we know that, my dear children, we use the same water again and again. It is a journey of water, and through this journey we can use the same water again and again. The heat of the sun changes the water of ponds, lakes, rivers and ocean into water vapor. That water vapor we also call steam. Okay, this is called evaporation, and this whole process we call evaporation. Plants also absorb the water from the soil. We know that plants gets all the minerals and water from the soil, and soil also has water, so plants takes water from the soil. So plants also absorb the water from the soil through their roots and then release it back into the atmosphere. We know that plants' leaves evaporate water in the atmosphere. So with the help of this process, plants release it back into the atmosphere. The water vapor rises up in the air, cools and change into water drops. Water vapor means steam. Steam rises up into the air. Okay, and after that cools and change into water drops. These water drops collect together and take the shape of clouds, and lot of water drops collect together and take the shape of a cloud. This is called condensation, and this process we call condensation. When water vapor turns into the water drop, so this process we call condensation. Now next, after the picture paragraph, we will see, my dear children, and in this picture also you can see, my dear children, lakes downside, and you can see water evaporate, and this process we call evaporation. And after that upside you can see the clouds, and clouds, in the clouds we can see the water drops, and water drops fall as rain, and again the rainwater comes into the lakes. On this whole process makes a cycle that we call water cycle. Now we will see the next para. As more and more drops collect, the clouds become heavy and big. So you can see in the picture, my dear children, as more and more drops collect and the cloud become heavy and big. Now these water drops fall down in the form of rain, and when all the water drops collect together and take the shape of the clouds, and clouds become heavy and big, and after that water drops fall down in the form of rain, hails and snow. The rainwater again flow back into water bodies such as lakes, rivers, sea, etc. So in our paragraph we have read about the water of ponds. The heat of the sun changes the water of ponds, lake, river and ocean into the water vapor, and again water come back into the same place like lakes, rivers, sea, etc. So the process goes on repeating. So we can see all the process goes repeating. This continuous process is called the water cycle, and this whole process we call water cycle. So this is the journey of water. You have seen. I hope you understand, my dear children. Let us see some important points that is based on this lesson. Air is necessary for life. We know that air is necessary for all living things, and we breathe with the help of air. Respiration is a sign of life. Respiration is a sign of life. Polluted air is bad for health. We know that polluted air is always bad for health. Polluted air contains smoke, dust and some poisonous gases. So in atmosphere, polluted air contains smoke, dust and some poisonous gases. Polluted air can cause harmful diseases. With the help of polluted air, we can suffer with the different type of diseases. We should try our best to keep the air around us clean. We should try our best to clean the around us clean. We would not be able to survive for very long without water. We also know that we cannot survive without water and air. We use water for various purposes like cooking, cleaning, drinking, watering, etc. We use water in its natural state is in the liquid form. The natural state of the water is liquid form. We know that. Steam or water vapor is the gaseous form of water. Steam, another name of the steam is water vapor. It is the gaseous form of water. Ice is the solid form of water, and ice is the solid form of water. We use the same water again and again through water cycle. It is a journey of water. So these are the some important points, my dear children. Let us see more to know. The layer of air surrounding us is called atmosphere. What is the definition of the atmosphere, my dear children? The layer of air surrounding us is called atmosphere. All living things have high percentage of water in their bodies. Means most of the living things live in water. Water is a wonderful liquid. Water is a wonderful liquid. It dissolves a large number of solid. Water is a wonderful liquid. It dissolves a large number of solids. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, but all water is not worth drinking. Means on the Earth, 70% of water covered with 70% of water is present here on the earth, but it is not good for us. We cannot use for drinking. Sea water is very salty. We cannot use it for drinking and for household purposes. Sea is a large water bodies, but that water is not good for us. It is very salty, and that water we cannot use for drinking and our household purposes. So these are the some information about us. I hope you understand, my dear children. Tomorrow we will see the exercise of this lesson, and this topic related homework you can see on the school website. Thank you.